Oh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen and others. Yes, today is the 5th of March, 2024, and you will notice that it's decidedly spring-like out there for some reason. It's almost like there's some kind of global climate change taking place or something. Yeah. But of course, that couldn't possibly be the case now, could it? But we're not here to talk about global climate change, so yeah. Hey, yeah. So it's me again, yes, and we're going to talk about the hate. Specifically, the hate aimed at the GBLT community. That's the archaic term that I still use because, yeah, I grew up in the 80s. Now it's the LGBTQ something, and it does get longer. I'm not sure how much of this is deliberate exaggeration by homophobic bigots trying to make it look ridiculous, and how much of this is actually the community actually trying to become increasingly inclusive. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just going to refer to these good people as the GBLT, or the queer, if I may. And I may because, well, who's going to stop me, right? Yeah. But we're not here to talk about them. We're here to talk about the hate that's aimed at them. The irrational hate that is aimed at human beings who have done absolutely nothing to deserve this hate, and whose only crime appears to be the crime of existence. Yes, because it is not anything they do, but the fact that they exist that seems to be the problem. And for the homophobes, the mere fact of their existence therefore justifies all manner of bizarre accusations, allegations, fantasies. Some of these fantasies may be sexual. Some of them may have something to do with the fact that a lot of homophobes are so deep in the closet that they can smell Narnia. Yes. But I'm digressing. The hate. Why the hate? I've never been abused or mistreated by a member of the queer community. Everybody that I have ever met within the queer community, with only one exception, literally only one, has treated me with dignity, respect, and consideration. Everybody that I have ever met in the queer community. They have all been good to me. They have all been decent to me. They have all respected my right to not be part of their community. And technically, because I do have a tendency towards Louis XIV flamboyance, yeah, I technically edge just a little bit into the Q part of that community. As a boringly normal adult male, cis het, not quite white but passing Canadian who really likes tea and good books, obviously, yeah. But yes, why the hate? Why the hate? And I think that a big chunk of it is fear. For a lot of homophobes, the hate is motivated by the fear that their closet door will be blown open and they will be exposed and they will be forced to come out and be fabulous. I really do believe this. And I just want to point out, as a side note, that you don't have to be queer to be fabulous. I mean, look at me. I am fabulous. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So yes, growing up in the 80s, growing up in a climate of homophobic bigotry, hatred, and yes, violence, um, I very quickly noticed that the only real evil out there was from the homophobes. They were the only evil people in the room, and everybody else just seemed to be minding their own business, living their own lives. Well, it's kind of like going to a Bobby Burns parade. Proud to be Scottish, you know? And everyone's invited to be Scottish for a day, as it were. That's the same thing with the GBLT community and the gay pride parades. And it's everybody's invited to be gay for a day, except just like being Scottish for a day, you can't be gay for a day. You either are or you aren't, and you can't change it. Even if you marry into the queer community, that doesn't necessarily mean that you become queer. In fact, it doesn't mean that you become queer, it just means that you've married into it. Yeah. Same thing with marrying into the Scottish community. You may have adopted the name Cameron, but you're still an Oblonsky. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing with the queer community is they don't recruit. They don't recruit because you're either born that way or you're not. There's no recruitment. Claims of recruitment come quite literally from the religious practice of forcible recruitment into Christianity or Islam. Yes. The one thing that I like about Judaism is they do not forcibly recruit people. Yeah. Yeah, unlike Christianity and Islam, all three are violently homophobic, but Jews don't try to force you to believe their crap, whereas Christians and Muslims, they try to force you to believe their crap. So it stands to reason that Christians and Muslims will accuse the gay community of also trying to convert people, as though homosexuality was a religion rather than a sexual orientation, an innate trait of the individual. Why the hate? Fear of a competing, quote, religion, unquote? Fear of being exposed as being gay in secret? Yeah. Yeah. It is fear. Fear that a gay man might look at you the way that you look at women if you're a misogynistic asshole. Yeah. Yeah. I've had gay men look at me and say, yeah, cute butt. Okay, thank you. The ladies like it too. And that's all it takes. All you have to say is thank you. The ladies like it too. And any gay man will understand that, oh, this guy's not interested. Maybe we'll become friends, or maybe we'll just remain strangers. You know? Yeah. Whereas, yeah, when a religious person comes along waving a Bible or a Quran in my face and says, you'd be a great Christian, you'd be a great Muslim, and I say, no, they don't take it very well. Gay men take it well when I say, thanks but no thanks. Religious fundamentalists take it very badly when I say, thanks but no thanks. And yeah, religious bigotry is another thing. Yeah. Sad, scary, and pathetic. So yeah, I think I've just answered my own question. Why the hatred? Religious bigotry, fear of exposure, fear of being treated the way that you treat women. Yeah. That last one. That's a reflection on you, buddy. That is a reflection on you. Noisy birds. Anywho, I gotta get going. Take care, be well, stay safe, stay fabulous. Absolutely. Yeah.